when somebody creates a work may be literary work or audiovisual work or a derivative work like film, or somebody sings a song. So, he gets various bundle of economic rights like right to reproduction, right to communication to the public, distribution, translation, adaptation, and all these rights. So, how these rights are managed, in intellectual property, including copyright and related rights, three things are very, very important in intellectual property regime. One is very good legislation. So, legislation should consist of protection of rights and facilitate management, and also the enforcement. So, what kind of remedies are given in kind of any kind of infringement happen. Remedies like civil remedies, criminal remedies, and border measures, administrative remedies and all. And then management is the second one. The management, how you give licensing regime, how Act allows you to license and then maintain the rights and then collect royalties and then prosper. That is the incentive for creating, writing a song, singing a song, making a film. Bahubali made 500 crores, something mind boggling. That film is not finished, part 1. Okay. even though I am a Telugu speaking guy, come from Telangana, as well Andhra Pradesh, still I was not aware that it is only the first part of the film. When film ended, then I realized, oh, they are following the Lord of the Rings methodology in attracting the people. So, it made 500 million, means second phase will be more attractive, and more story is there. Like this, how these rights are managed? If the same Bahubali is shown on TV, okay, they get a broadcasting right, they get money. But the same Bahubali tomorrow, after a couple of months, you are traveling to Mumbai, Calcutta, maybe Singapore, and in-flight entertainment you watch this. Then for that, they have to seek permission and give royalties to the right owner, that is film producer. So, how these royalties are managed? That is managed by a copyright society. And how entertainment industry manages these rights? You go to YouTube. YouTube, you may stream a film or a famous Lata Mangeshkar song or Mukesh or whatever, whichever song you want to watch, or Bhakti Bhajan or anything you watch, and then you feel that that is free because everybody is uploading unauthorizedly as a platform owner. So, he does self-regulation, something copyrighted material he removes, including the television serial latest episode. You missed out at 9 o'clock, the prime episode, and then you thought that no problem, I am driving back home now. I reach home 10 o'clock, have my dinner, and then 11:30 before going to sleep I will watch it. But unfortunately, you do not have the Tata Sky DTH, but you have a cable connection. If you have a Tata Sky cable connection, you tell your wife or spouse or friend or brother to record it. That is called time shifting. That is an exception. They record it and then after that you go and watch. But if cable operator connection is there, cable connection is there, that is not possible. How will you do? You go to YouTube. If something available, you will watch. But YouTube fellow does the self-regulation. If it is a copyrighted material, infringing the copyright, immediately if that episode is uploaded, the Colors TV channel, let us say, he will complain to him, send a notice immediately, his legal team, he will remove it. And then when you go to YouTube, you see that, and then you click on that, instead of opening, content has been removed because of copyright violation. You must have seen it. But how come some other content is allowed? Because there is a new business model. Because uploading, downloading and removing goes on forever. So, the YouTube enters into a commercial understanding, signs a contract, sometimes with the television channels, sometimes with the content creators, sometimes with the music companies, sometimes with the film industry producers, maybe Ashraj film, they sign a contract. So, in that case, that content, the video of a song, video of a film, video of a that particular episode of your favorite serial, Saas Bahu, not removed, still retained. Then how is he getting money? That guy is getting money through the advertising. You are not paying anything. A DTH you will pay, cable you pay, but here you are not paying anything. You are freely accessing content. You think that everything is free. It is not free. Watching for you it may be free, unless and until net neutrality is going to fail. If net neutrality is gone, then you will have to pay for everything. Anything, you may have to be forced by someone to go to some website and see the contents. That danger may come if there is no net neutrality. That is why everybody wants net neutrality. Here what is the business model? Allowing you to stream your favorite song, music, television episode, advertisements. Before streaming start, ads come, or in between after half an hour suddenly ad comes, and then content starts streaming. So, this advertisement revenues is shared between YouTube and the content provider, the owner, the copyright owner. That is the business model. And then if the copyright owner is a single person with a huge film company or a music company, it goes direct to or he is a member of a copyright society, the money is collected on behalf of this copyright owner by the copyright society. So, then they will transfer after deducting the administrative charges. So, this is the methodology. How this is working, how this system is started long back. So, I am just going to inform you, and what are the problems in this, what are the badmashis are going to being done. So, you must have read in the newspapers the fight led by Javed Akhtar on behalf of authors, composers, Sonu Nigam on behalf of singers, okay, like this. Many news you must have read, and entertainment news. So, all these issues I am going to cover. It will enhance your general knowledge, and also it is very, very important in communicating, science communication. NISCARE, focusing on the science communication, they brought out a book. In that I wrote a chapter on science communication and copyright issues. Okay, I will just go on this. Due to paucity of time, I have not structured my slides. I may be jumping back and forth. So, but information I will be giving you the required information. Yeah. So, I will start with the music. Music, you all tell me who is not interested in music. I do not like music. Some music you will like. Either classical music you may be liking, or old Hindi songs, or I do not know, many of you like the present day Hindi songs. One day I was traveling from Mumbai to Delhi. Unfortunately, there was no old music. The TV was not functioning, and I tried to listen to songs, all new songs. For 10 minutes, I tried to switch. Not a single song was, melody kind of thing, or very good lyrics point of view, blah blah, and you do not remember. Whereas old song lyrics you remember. So, here what kind of music rights are there when a song is created? This is very, very important. So, which are the various players are there, how royalties flown back to them in a copyright economic framework, and what are the differences between these royalty distribution, and what is the main cause of heartbreak and fight among various stakeholders. Music rights, there are various music rights. One is performing rights. The moment performing right means authors and music composers. You should remember Javed Akhtar, A.R. Rahman and like kind of people. Javed Akhtar means all songwriters, A.R. Rahman means all music composers. So, when a song is played on radio, ringtone or callback ringtone or television or song is included anywhere for the commercial exploitation. So, these two people should get royalties for the public performance, for communication to the public. Then comes sound recording company, of course singer, singer's right, performer's right, this is performing right, this is performer's right, singer. So, that song is sung by Sonu Nigam, so rights will go to him, royalty has to be paid to him, license has to be taken from their its copyright society to which he belongs, to which he is a member. And then sound recording company, obviously you will buy a CD and they play the song. That is what radio companies say. Till now they are fighting. They say when you go to a mall, the latest branded showroom, you buy a shirt or a jeans, you make one payment and finish. Why should I pay to so many people? Then I said, I do not pay for the tailor, I do not pay for the person who made the company which made the buttons and all that, company which made the zip and all that, why should pay? But copyright is a different, it is a big cake in which each slice belongs to someone. So, rights are different, that is what we try to explain. They have gone to the court, even judges got confused. I will tell you how judges got confused, what is the problem with that, and then how try to correct the law in the amendments and all that, remove that confusion, so that these are separate rights. So, these are music company, CD, sound recording. When a song is being sung by Sonu Nigam in a studio, T series studio, that is when recorded, the master recording copy comes, then from that further copies are made. So, master recording copy contains sound recording right. Whenever you buy a CD and use for commercial exploitation, you will have to pay to music company also. So, you will be taking 3 licenses for commercial exploitation. Author composers, one performing right license, second is music company sound recording license, third is the performer's right license. Then what is the mechanical reproduction right? When music company records the song sung by singer and written by him and music composed by him, not one master copy they prepare, out of that they make mechanically reproduce into so many CDs to sell in the market, distribute and sell in the market. So, each CD, so they give a permission making a copy, copyright with these people, the original songwriter and then. So, mechanical reproduction right they have to, so when it is given 50% they share, music company is making copies, they take 50%, they have to pay 50% royalties on that. So, whenever a copy is made, and on the overall profit of the one CD, 50% rights goes to mechanical reproduction right to author composers, each CD, apart from the sound recording right. So, this is a mechanical reproduction right, making CDs and copying it, the song. Synchronization right, when song is picturized on Katrina Kaif and Akshay Kumar, that is separately picturized, and then that is put in between the film wherever director and thinks as per the script song should come. So, synchronizing, because this separately shot, film is being shot separately. So, both are clubbed together. So, this mixing is called synchronization of a song picturized into the film. So, this is a synchronization right. You are taking the song separately picturized on 2 people or few people and mixing with the synchronization right. So, for this a film producer has to take permission from these guys. So, that while making the film only he will take all the rights in one contract all these rights. Okay, he uses various instrumental players, somebody playing tabla, guitar, violin and all that. So, he already signs an agreement that they will not take separate rights from him. Okay. There is no separate rights for them. Music director will take away all the rights. So, whatever he sings, he may give it to them further, or in one payment he may finish. But he is the one who created the music. So, आप तबला बजाते होंगे, but in what tune it has to be played, music director will tell you. Music director tell the violin player what tune he has to play. So, he is a director. Entire music composition comes out of that. His thinking, his expression. Copyright belongs to him. So, he is getting those things expressed by them through his work, his direction. That's why he is called music director. And then another example for synchronization, right? Hero Bicycle ad using old Mukesh ka gana. Okay, you must have seen like this. Sometimes they show this advertisement in black and white also to make it more appealing to sell their goods to public. So, again using the songs in advertisement is synchronization, right? They have to pay these people. And sometimes you see television serials, maybe Uttaran or many serials, they use so many songs. They act upon those songs. So, they have to take permission. Okay? That is also synchronization. And then graphic music, right? Sheet music. So, music composer, before a song is composed, the piece of music composed, he writes down in a graphic notation. So, then each piece of graphic notation he will give it to tabla player, sitar player and everyone, guitar player and violin player. And as per that he directs, and then looking at that they play. You must have seen they keep something and then keep playing flute and all that. So, that language, unless until you have some basic information in music, it's like an Indus Valley script. We can't decipher it. Only those guys know what is this. Okay. That is called sheet music. That is also musical, right? Okay. So, copyright subsists in that. If that is taken and sold in the market, so you have to take permission. If you publish as a book, okay, you have to take permission. And then right to communication to the public. You communicate all these performances and everything to the public. Again, this is another important right. Okay. And also one more thing I have not mentioned in the internet era, making available. So, this right was introduced during the diplomatic conference of the WIPO copyright treaty and WIPO phonograms performances treaty, and this making available right has been included in the recent Beijing audiovisual performances treaty also, because WPPT for only oral recordings, audiovisual performances Beijing treaty But to tell you the importance of the definition of Indian definition for in the Copyright Act, communication to the public, is not, it starts with nothing but making available. Making available was used, the term and expression was used in Indian Copyright Act much before it was used at the international level. So, music rights. So, Berne Convention mentioned that Article 11 exclusive right to public performance and communication to the public is given to the authors. Again 11 bis is exclusive right, authorizing broadcasting other wireless communications, the music and everything to given to authors. And then they said equitable remuneration concept in Article 13. What is equitable remuneration? When you were saying when tabla artist has given all the rights, just like music composer takes all these rights and give it to music company. Music company that in the what happens in the West, they make music videos, all pop artists. While making it, they take away the rights through contracts and then sell the music. That when that music is played on the radio, music is played, shown on TV. So, only these people take away the royalties, the give license and take away. Equitable remuneration means even though one time payment has been made to the singer, music director and other artists who have contributed, they should be given equitable remuneration, means some percentage of royalties have to be paid to them. So, it is an exception to the exclusive right which has been transferred to the music company producer. And then Rome Convention came because Berne Convention could not address the phonograms and broadcasting. So, it recognized these rights, and also including performer right was first time, the singer's right and actor's right were first time recognized here. And then internet treaties, of course, it took these rights and then expanded and extended these rights to digital environment. That in the previous class I already told you, when the music is sold over e-commerce website, CDs are sold. Okay, they may not be selling the physical CDs, they might be selling the songs by downloading. So, you make the payment and only download with the password given by them. The de-encryption key is called. They encrypt it and otherwise simply you go and can't download. Similarly, film. Similarly, there are some websites you have to pay and watch even the streaming. You want to watch the latest film, you have to pay. Just like Tata Sky is offering 50 rupees for payment of a latest film, whatever. So, here I know unauthorizedly people hack it and download it. So, these hacking as circumvention of devices have been stopped by providing special provision in the law. Even this has been adopted in the 2012 amendment by Indian Copyright Act. Any circumvention of this digital rights management technology, removing the technology, unauthorized download and unauthorizedly distributing it, making it available unauthorizedly is illegal, and also removing the rights management information. And liability of internet service producer I already told you. So, what exactly is the copyright societies? So, copyright societies facilitate management of rights. You know, you can't expect Javed Akhtar and A.R. Rahman and Sonu Nigam go to radio station FM station, bhaiya mera gana bajaya paisa de do. You know, and then hotels they play song, they can't go to each hotel and keep asking money. Each airliner who is using the music keep asking money, and each cellular operator who is using the ringtone, callback ringtone facility and collecting money from you. So, they have to pay royalties to them. So, the society, if they all come together form a society, authors, composers society, singers society, music companies society. So, society on behalf of their members, their officials go and give license, negotiate and give license and collect royalties, come back, and after deducting the administrative expenses, maximum as per Indian law it is 15%, that is used for giving salaries to these administrators, maybe CEO or legal expert or account expert and all these people, and the field boys who go to hotel, see whether they are playing our music or not, and then all cellular operators entering into understanding with them, MOUs, agreement signing, collecting the checks and all that. So, all these things, remaining 85% is distributed to its members. So, how it is distributed? It differs. For example, if it is music company copyright society like Phonograms Performing Limited, PPL, you must have heard PPL, a copyright society in India for music companies. It collects entire money, it goes to its kitty. For example, if the IPRS is Indian Performing Rights Society, in which all music composers, Lalit Pandit and Salim Sulaiman and A.R. Rahman, all these people members, including the authors and composers like Javed Akhtar and various songwriters. So, when they collect the money, in this, because the originally song is recorded by the music company also comes here as a member, music publisher or music company. So, when royalties are collected, so after deducting the 15%, remaining 85% royalty money, so this is distributed 50% to 150% go to music company, which was which recorded that song again, and then 50% go to author composer. So, this 50% money 25 they it goes 25% to songwriter, 25% to music composer. This is the international business model being followed in India also. And then Singer Society also should follow the same method, but they have recently started the society. Let us see how it is going to work. So, how this society concept started? It started to help the right owners better control of their rights. They have so many rights, better control in one side as 81 place, and users also very use. Radio station very easy. You need not go 10 composers, 10 music people, 10 companies. It's a very cumbersome process. They just go to one society, take the license, finish. So, for users and also for right owners, it's very, very good. So, this concept of copyright society and registering the copyright society to involve in the business of issuing licenses for copyrighted works was introduced in 1994 amendment to the Copyright Act. In 1957 Act, this concept was not there. Okay. So, the registration of society, legal society was introduced in 1994 only. So, there is a section 33, society is to be set up, collection and distribution of royalties. So, as per this, all copyright societies are registered. So, till now these are the societies registered. I already gave you Indian Singer Rights Association, all singers are members in this. Indian Performing Rights Society Limited, all authors and composers are members. Phonographic Performance Limited, all sound recording companies, music companies are members in this. So, Indian Reprographic Rights Association, organization, IRRO, in the authors, again these authors are different from these authors. Either lyricists, author means, here book writers, author means, authors and publishers, here book publisher, here music publisher, here music company. So, in IRRO and few publishers recently filed a case, Delhi University photocopying case, you are you aware? Delhi University photocopying case, Delhi School of Economics, Delhi School of Economics, उधर पटेल चौक के पास बहुत सारे फोटोकॉपी शॉप्स है. ऐसे ही दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक के बगल राजेश्वरी फोटोकॉपी शॉप है. सो व्हाट राजेश्वरी फोटोकॉपी का आज इस साल का इकोनॉमिक्स फर्स्ट ईयर का क्या सिलेबस है, एंड देन उस सिलेबस में प्रिस्क्राइब बुक्स क्या है. तो उसमें प्रिस्क्राइब बुक्स में भी इम्पॉर्टेंट चैप्टर्स का वो जो प्रोफेसर सजेस्ट करता है उसका सारे एक का कोर्स मटेरियल बनाएगा फोटोकॉपी करके वेरियस बुक्स का, उसको बच्चों को उसके ऊपर दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स, बीए इकोनॉमिक ऑनर्स फर्स्ट ईयर सिलेबस एक छपाएगा कवर, उसको सर्कल बाइंडिंग करके 500 का एक किताब भेजेगा या 200 का एक किताब भेजेगा. That is collected material from various books. If you want to buy the books or collect those books, sometimes books are not available to even photocopy. He is facilitating. So, whose right is the copy? Right? Copyright owner, maybe publisher or the author. Who the hell is he photocopying like this? That's what who are the members in IRRO, they said they should have taken our permission. Is without license, photocopying and selling is infringement of copyright. They filed a case in Delhi High Court and got the injunction stopping them from doing it. They also filed the Delhi University in the similar case, made Delhi University also party, Delhi School of Economics, that you are illegally facilitating this thing. Delhi University said there is an exception to the copyright for education. While classroom instruction, so I need not take license. Then, so while instructing the classroom in the students, I can photocopy and circulate to the student, and then while I am explaining the things, they can go through and discuss with me to facilitate that. I am not photocopying entire book cover to cover. If a book is 565 pages, including index and the content and cover page, and then I am not photocopying all 565 pages. What I am doing, only 20 pages I am photocopying, which is most relevant for the syllabus, which and also with the topic which I am lecturing today in my classroom. That is what is happening. They say there is an exception, I can circulate. but this exception given to institution and the teacher, not to the photocopy wala having his commercial business outside. That is what these guys have said. So, court had to decide. So, arguments have already been completed and the order has been resolved. So, when they are going to release the order, in whose favor, we do not know. So, that is the situation. And this case is very, very important. When copyright societies, before this I want to tell you how copyright society concept started. Copyright society. In 80s, 40s, Paris, in Paris there was there were three friends, two composers, Paul Henrion and Victor Parijat, and one author called songwriter Ernst Boget. They filed a lawsuit against Ambassadors Cafe Concert Avenue, Deschamps Elysees, Paris में कैफे कंसर्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस किया था एम्बेसडर्स रेस्टोरेंट वालों ने. What is cafe concert? Calling a singer and also a music band. So, singer singing a song, music band the music in the evenings. So, attract the crowd come and sit. So, it becomes so popular when it was introduced, just like you must have gone to sometimes Pizza Hut or McDonald's, to entering inside you have to wait, give your name, they will note down, and then when the table is empty they will make you go inside. The situation was like that at the time. And then after going there, then obviously you go to listen to music, means you have to drink something, you have to eat something. So, obviously because songs, that music band became popular, the restaurant owner also jocked up the prices of whatever beer or wine or sandwiches and whatever snacks were there. Still people were thronging there because they become fond of that music. One day these three guys came to know that there is some popular concert is happening, let us go and enjoy in the evening. They went there. No, they went there, and to their surprise, after waiting for their entry and going inside and then ordering drinks and having snacks, when music started, who wrote this music? Ernst Boget. Who composed, original composer, Paul Henrion, Victor Parijat. These guys are playing that music, singing that music, his own music. तो दारू पीने के बाद भी उनको चढ़ा नहीं. So क्या चढ़ता है बढ़ता है, because I am a teetotaler, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आता. But people talk about that. I have seen the other day also a video, चढ़ा हुआ बंदा मेट्रो में, पुलिस वाला, दिल्ली पुलिस का. तो तब समझ में आया चढ़ना मतलब ये है. मतलब वो चल नहीं पा रहा, चढ़ना क्या है अभी तक मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. Those who drink, they may be better knowledgeable persons in this. So, these people got angry and then refused to pay the bill, and they demanded that instead of we paying bill, you guys have to pay money to the royalties. वो समझा कि इनको एक्चुअल चढ़ गया है, मार के उनको बाहर फेंकेंगे. These guys went to young people, they were not old, they had another young fellow who was a lawyer in Paris. The first music royalty case was filed in Paris District Court, and court judge who heard the case gave favorable judgment, saying that the copyright subsists in the music. When somebody owns the copyright and somebody commercially exploiting it, it's illegal and infringement of copyright. Without seeking permission, without taking a license, without paying royalties, it is infringement. That is the judgment. So, and that shook entire copyright industry, creative industry there. And but surprisingly, before this happened, copyright societies were there for photocopying only there. In Paris, that was their copyright society. But the music concept, music chori hona, one heard about a lyricist, Mumbai Bollywood lyricist going to Malad police station and tried to file FIR saying that मेरा music चोरी हुआ है. कौन सा गाना? तो उस टाइम पे ऑल इंडिया रेडियो आता था, तो रेडियो में गाना सुनता था, तो वही तो गाना है. So they all started laughing. how it is being played then? Everybody knew that song. So it is lack of understanding. But unfortunately, at the time, judge knew the importance of copyright law. He gave a favorable judgment, and they came out successfully, and then realized that one should all come together. Not only we other similarly placed authors and composers, and they formed a societies. There's authors, composers, editors, demustic. So it means SASAM. The first music copyright society was started there, and the collecting management society shuru hua udhar Paris, and then followed by that International Confederation of Societies of Authors and Composers 1926 mein shuru hua. So like this, every country of authors, composers, music performing rights society, various countries started like this, because 1920s radio started already. Radio started playing music, commercial exploitation not only in the hotels, they have to collect. In various countries they formed the society, and then there was a need for international federation. Now international federation by 2014 the 220 societies from 120 countries are member. You know what is the collection in 2012? As per the records, this 120 countries made 220 societies collection 7.5 billion euros. Imagine the money they collect and distributed in the music. Just commercial exploitation, radio, TV, airlines, restaurant, and digital music like this, mobile and all that. And then this is the important case which I am going to mention you. So yeah. This is the case. In India, 1994, finally, registration started. Before that, performing rights society was existing. Only registration was allowed. Without registration, you are not supposed to do the business. Before that, business of copyright issuing licenses was there, because radio was there before that. When copyright society was registered and created, these guys wanted to collect royalties. In Calcutta, they issued an advertisement that no hotel or establishment play music without taking license from us. Immediately, the Eastern Motion Pictures in Eastern India Motion Pictures Association, they are all producers. What they did, they filed a case against them. Who are they? We film producers are the owners of music, not those people, songwriters and music composers. They went to court. Court matter went to finally Supreme Court, from district court to high court to Supreme Court. Supreme Court, after examining this, hearing both sides, they said, who is the first owner of the copyright? Always section 17 in the copyright, always the creator is the first owner, the songwriter is the first owner, music composer is first owner, and there is no argument over that. But unfortunately, there is an exception in the B and C. What B and C says, already told you, contract of service. You know, even though you write a report, you, because working for the organization, copyright goes to the employer, not to the employee. Similarly, here songwriter and music composer in Indian business, film business context, they are not employees of producer. They are not for contract for service, contract of service, but they contract for service. Simple, बुलाते हैं, गाना लिखो भैया, बैठ जाओ. Sometimes there is no agreement, something oral understanding. They are all like a family in the film industry, songwriter, music composer, actor, singer, producer, director, they are all like a family. They behave like, आ जाओ भाई, जावेद साहब आ जाओ, कल्याण जी आ जाओ, लक्ष्मीकांत जी आ जाओ, लक्ष्मीकांत पैरेलल आ गया, जावेद जी आ गया, गाना लिख गया, बन गया, song finish, picturize everything. So while doing so, if they have signed any agreement, contract for doing this work, then the rights get transferred to the film producer, because the song has to be included in the film, you will take away all the rights from them. So rights are all gone to them. In absence of agreement to contrary, such contract has not been written. It says, since the song has been included in the film, all the rights automatically gets transferred to film producer. So that's why the film Eastern India Motion Picture said, when rights have come to us, who the hell are they? Give advertisement, and when songs are played in radio or restaurant, we collect the royalties. They don't have a right to collect the royalties. Court said, yeah, that's correct. That is wrong. Justice Jaswant Singh and Justice Krishna Iyer were the judges. But Krishna Iyer felt guilty. Law says it's correct. Author composer have no rights, but his guilty mind wrote a footnote. Unfortunately, it is not a obiter dicta. अगर obiter dicta होता, कभी कभी उसको additional समझा जाएगा judgment को. Since it is a footnote, it was left, it was lying there as a footnote for so many years. What does footnote says? In the penumbral area of policy making, there is a light which is a policy, because policy is a light which gives a solution to the problem. So there is umbra and penumbra for light. Science students, you are all science, umbra and penumbra. Penumbra means both dark side of the light, shade शुरू हो जाता है. That penumbral area of policy making, these authors, composers have been left unattended. So there is a burden lies on the government to address this issue and give solution to that problem. They also goes on explaining, because it's a 77 film, 77 में शायद आप में कोई नहीं थे. I was a small kid. I remember उस समय थिएटर में फिल्म जाना है, तो रिक्शा आती थी, साइकिल रिक्शा, उसमें ग्रामफोन रिकॉर्ड का बजाते हुए गांव, उसमें एक दो पोस्टर लगा रहे होते थे, एंड वो गांव में घूमता था गाना लगाते हुए. आई रिमेंबर शोले का ऐसे घूमते थे. When Sholay picture was released in 77, it used to move around like that, all songs. So songs, producer used to use that for the commercial advertising. So whose songs? It is a part of the film? No. Song is taken out of the film, recorded separately, and it is being played for producer's interest. Is he paying anything to, performing, public performing, or communication to the public? He said, उधर इनको रॉयल्टी जाना था, पूरा इनका बाप का राइट नहीं है. When it film थिएटर में होता है, only theater rights producer has. जब थिएटर फिल्म चल रही है, गाना आता ही जावेद अख्तर या रहमान खड़ा होकर मेरा रॉयल्टी नहीं बोल सकते. That right comes when song is separately exploited. They exploit this, and then hearing this song, and then वो माइक में बोलता रहेगा एक लड़का बैठ के, आइए ये थिएटर में, ये टॉकीज में है. Those times they used to call not theater, talkies. And then you beat your mom, dad's brain, they will take you to theater. After going theater, film won't start. People have to come. No, you are the first person to buy ticket. You are sitting inside. Those times, no advertisement and all that. This is advertisement. Same film गाने चलाता था theater में. Again, he is advertising, making you entertaining. So commercial exploitation goes. All these things they need to pay. Not only the author, composer, says even singer. Where is the singer? Singer is not getting any rights. So all these complicated things were there. It was lying. So society was there, but not able to collect royalties. Only in 1994, Naushad, famous music director, you are all aware, Naushad Saab collected few author composers and then had a discussion with music companies. They came to understanding there is an international business model, 50-50 royalties music companies, and author composer share in the performing right exploitation happens, we should follow the same method. Okay. Then IPRS started functioning like that. But IPRS started functioning like that, continued from 94 to 2004. 2004 में क्या हुआ, elections हुआ. Always music company and उनके pets होते थे कुछ author composers में, वही जीतते थे governing council में. इस बार आगे जावेद अख्तर एंड कंपनी जीत गया. And then they didn't allow them to take over the music the governing council means they all right चले जाएगा. वो समझा के हम ओनर है, we are the owners. ऐसे ही कुत्ते को बिस्किट देते हैं ना, ऐसा 50% रॉयल्टीज इनको देते हैं हम लोग. वी शुड कंट्रोल द सोसाइटी. हमारा कंट्रोल से बाहर चला जा रहा. टू स्टॉप देम दे स्टार्टेड प्रॉब्लम्स एंड देयर दीस पीपल चैलेंज, देन इज यू डोंट हैव राइट्स, यू गिव अस प्रूफ दैट यू हैव राइट्स, एंड अदरवाइज फ्रॉम टुडे you will collect your 50% provided you give it in writing. They prepare a one-page pro forma which is illegal, which is not in the bylaws of the society, nor copyright law supports such thing. It says that I don't have rights to collect these 50% royalties. आपने जो दे रहे हैं मैं ले रहा हूँ चुपचाप, something like that. So Javed Akhtar and many author composers, Lalit Pandit, that refused to take this. And then they stopped giving royalties to them. There came a complaint in our ministry, HRD ministry. I was sent to inquire into one famous music director, Ravi, नाम सुना है ना, हमराज, चौधरी के चांद. No, it's not Ravi Shankar. Ravi Sharma. Ravi Sharma. So his short name for music name is Ravi. So चौधरी के चांद एंड नीले गगन के तले हमराज, बहुत बड़े बड़े गाने बनाए उन्होंने, कंपोज किया. That guy made a complaint. I went to his residence. The moment he came to know that coming, he called all Kalyanjit ne, Anandji the, and Lalit Pandit and various music composers were all, everybody there. They pounced upon me. क्या कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो. But first you let me know all those things. I understood the situation and everything, came back and reported to the ministry, and then we made amendments that 50% royalty जो उनको मिलना है, that is the right. It is not the charity they are giving. So we amended the law in the copyright amendment that except the cinema theatrical rights, whenever other use happens of this music, so performing right is there. Even singer right is there. That's what we have said. So in amendment we have made it clear in the section 17E. No, yeah, you can sing. Yeah.
Then we made a CD that starts selling.
That is wrong. When he is sing, now you invite Sonu Nigam here. Sonu Nigam sings for your institute function without his permission, making a CD and fixing it and reproducing that fixation. Making a CD means fixation, fixing his performance, and then reproduction of fixation and commercial distributing that illegal. एक FIR लॉन्च करेगा तो सारे अंदर. You know, remember civil remedies, criminal remedies, कितना punishment है, कितना fine है. Okay, yeah. So Federation of Hotels Union of India, होटल फेडरेशन वाले इंडिया में, अबे गाना हम थोड़ी बजाए तो क्या हो गया, हम बजाएंगे नहीं देंगे हम. So they went to court. Delhi High Court said नहीं भैया, it's a commercial exploitation because entire philosophy of music rights started with the hotel illegally using in 1840s में. Paris, I told you the story. So Delhi High Court gave a favorable judgment. Even recent 6 months back, last year, sorry, Delhi High Court gave another favorable judgment to singers this time. After amendments, performers, singers got a right. Any hotel playing a song without taking a permission from them, license, and without paying royalty is infringement of copyright. They said. And then, so various judgments like this supported the Copyright Society in collecting royalties. So only lack of awareness it stops them. Section 17 we have made amendment to the exceptions, to these exceptions we have created. So, section 18 and 19 also we made the amendments saying that as long as song is part of the film which is showed in the theatre, when it is played no royalties, but when exploited outside separately royalties have to be given. And there are voluntary license they have to take, and there are compulsory licenses. When society does not give a very reasonable rates, they put very unreasonable rates. So, one can go to copyright society and file a compulsory license and then take license from them. For to facilitate radio, we have introduced statutory license for the broadcasting. So, the law in advance they fixes the rates, royalties, and then by giving a notice one can use the music and then pay the royalties to the owners. Not this are done by the HRD ministry, Copyright Conservation Ministry. A mechanism is given in the in these rules. It says what is the normal market practice, what is the rate nowadays prevailing rates, okay. And then not only that, what is the amount of music used by the user, and then all these things they see, and then they fix the rate then only. So, they give opportunity to both user and the right owner to make their this thing claims in the form of affidavits. Whatever evidence there they can present before the court, that is copyright board, which fixes the rates either for the compulsory license or for the statutory license. And now registration has to be done by online only, only online. After filling up the form and making the payment, so you take a printout, okay, print and print out with the one CD you have to give to them.
Only
one CD. Earlier 3 CDs, now it is only 1 CD. 1 CD or 1 book, published book, like this. As long as that term, I explained in the last time term, for sound recording 60 years, for the film again 60 years. So, 60 years old film to 1945.
60 from the date of author.
No, you can say. The date of release of sound recording, date of release of the film. That is for books, author's life and plus 60 years. For the film and music, that much only. Whereas the lyricist right, author composer right, that is just like any author, life of the author plus 60 years. But the music company right for only 60 years. So, after 60 years a radio need not pay sound recording royalty, but performing right they keep paying till the 60 years from the death of the author or the music composer. So, that is the difference. And then this already explained, and these are the amendments already explained, and problems collection also set, and performers also their right have been given, and then they also can register a copyright society. Already gave example of Indian Singers Rights Society, they have registered, and there is a Visual Artists Society which need to be registered in India, which has not been done, which we have been telling many people to what is about Visual Arts Society. To section 53A says in a 1994 amendment is said, any painting or a sculpture or a manuscript, original manuscript, which is resold, okay, which is resold, the resale price is very higher than original it was sold. The difference has to be acknowledged, and certain percentage, that is maximum up to 10% as fixed by the Copyright Society. For example, I told you in the last class that 10,000 rupee painting of MS Hussain now sold for 10 crores. So, 10% of 10 crores, that is 1 crore has to be given to MS Hussain or his legal heirs as a resale royalty. So, for this they have to form a society, all the painters, all visual artists, all sculptural makers, artists.
Like 60 years.
Life plus 60 years they have. So they should form a society, and whenever this kind of resale happening, they should get the information, and then first file an application before the copyright board, fix the royalty, and then that decision has to be given to all the art houses which do the auctioning and then making money. So this is not happening, unfortunately, in India. So even though this beautiful right has been given to them, but they are not able to exploit it, mostly because of lack of awareness. So in these countries, already about 12 countries have given example. So their societies have been set up like this. They are already enjoying these rights, resale right royalties. Look at this. Look at this.
पेंटिंग देखे थे,
Uh-huh.
75,000 80,000 रुपये उसका रेट है,
Uh-huh.
रॉयल पेंटिंग।
Uh-huh.
तो वो जो सेल करता है, what royalty they
First thing they have to form a society, and then make a claim before the copyright board and get the percentage of what percentage of royalties they have to get. And then while these things being auctioned, you have to see whether it is life plus 60 years old or fall within that period. Then only the royalty will come. Obviously, Hussain Saab to recently passed away. Take an example, Gaitonde, famous people, and Baba, all these people, 60 years तो अभी है, अगर रिसोल हो रहा है बड़े बड़े रकम पे, तो रॉयल्टीज़ तो बनता है, मगर अनलेस अनटिल आप जाके पूछोगे नहीं, बोर्ड फिक्स करोगे नहीं, वो लागू नहीं होगा, तो मिलेगा नहीं. सो ये इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हुआ अभी तक. आप पूछे, एनी डाउट है तो पूछेगा कॉपीराइट सोसाइटी एंड
there is an employee, so he is employed few artists and made few paintings.
Okay.
After that, that company only or that employer is selling on those paintings.
Okay.
So whatever the amount is that artist has got some right over it, or he was being an employee, he loses his right?
Yeah, this is a very good question. He is an employee, but you have to see the contract. But the resale right exception applies, because resale right goes to only the author, not to the company. No. He is saying that a company employs 4 painters, and then after that it is after a few years it becomes famous. But right to the moral rights are still there. The author's name is there, the painter's name is there on the painting, even though that was given to the company. What happens, that was resold for the higher price, he is asking. It says the resale right is given to the individual artist, not to the companies. That's what I said.
ऐसा जैसे कोई सॉफ्टवेयर बना हुआ हम जैसे कॉपीराइट के लिए फाइल कर दिया, what is the procedure to check that, or what things we need to
when you file an application for the copyright, it's a literary work, number 1. Okay. जब एप्लीकेशन दोगे, CD में आपका सॉफ्टवेयर दोगे अलॉन्ग विथ सोर्स कोड एंड ऑब्जेक्ट कोड. मगर सोर्स कोड ऑब्जेक्ट कोड किसी को पता चलेगा तो री इंजीनियरिंग करके और एक बना लेगा या उसी को कॉपी कर लेगा. बट कॉपीराइट ऑफिस इवन RTI एप्लीकेशन डालेगा तो किसी को नहीं देगा. So they keep it in the safe hands. So then as per the normal procedure, they register and give you the certificate, registration certificate. The fee is the same, 500 रुपया. जैसे किताब को 500 रुपया है, इसको है. But if it is not commercially exploited, the software, if that is commercially exploited, fee is high. If commercial software.
Sir, sometimes we write a review paper.
Yeah.
Consult 10 and 20 research papers.
Okay.
How much portion we copy?
Yeah. And actually, it is called quotations.
Yeah.
So you take few lines, 3 or 4 lines. You have to in quotation and then give citation also in the quotes and citation. But you can't take paras and pages together. Then what research you are doing? This is called plagiarism.
Sometimes 3 or 4 lines.
3 or 4 under quotes and quotes, and then your citation. This has been taken from, then you give rate 21 at the small mark and citation number. And then below at the footnote or at the end note, there are 2 ways of citation, footnote or end notes. Wherever at the serial number 21, Dr. P.K. Sharma, then the title of the article, then Journal of Intellectual Property Rights, published by Niskeher, volume number, blah, 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 page number, from where you are taken. Reference, all reference you detail you have to give.
Second thing, we prepare many objective books for competition exams.
Yeah.
After consulting into 2, 3, 4, 5 textbook or reference books.
Yeah.
What is there? उसके बाद हम उसका reference देंगे या उनसे permission लेंगे?
गाइड बुक्स का कंट्रोवर्सी है, उसमें अभी तक आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल फॉर इंग्लिश ग्रामर का, बट इफ़ यू आर लिफ्टिंग सेम थिंग,
For example,
कट पेस्ट कर दिया क्वेश्चन का आंसर का,
for example, deficiency of zinc.
Yeah, yeah.
Same question, same.
या सो उसका तो एक्सप्रेशन चेंज नहीं करना ही पड़ेगा, सेम.
इतना चीज में जो फिट है वो तो फिट है.
बट आपका लिखने का ढंग
देख मैं अभी एग्जांपल देता हूँ. आई हैव डन माय लॉ एंड डन माय एलएलएम इन इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी. जब मैं लॉ पढ़ रहा था दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में, उसमें दुखी बोल के मिलते हैं. हाँ, तो आपको भी पता होगा दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी का दुखिया. उधर क्या दो तरह के, एक सिंगल दुखी होता है, एक जैन दुखी होता है. यू टेक आइदर सिंगल दुखी या जैन दुखी. फॉर एग्जांपल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लॉ है. अवतार सिंह, दोज हू आर अवेयर अबाउट लॉ, किसने लॉ किया है? हाँ, अवतार सिंह का किताब पता होगा लॉ किया है तो. अवतार सिंह का चैप्टर के चैप्टर पैराग्राफ कट पेस्ट करके इन्होंने एक गाइड बना दिया. ऐसे पूरा अवतार सिंह का ही मटेरियल होता है उधर. पर अभी तक तो अवतार सिंह या ईस्टर्न पब्लिशिंग ईस्टर्न बुक कंपनी ने कभी इनके ऊपर केस फाइल नहीं किया. हाँ, ये आके उन्होंने स्पेशली जैन दुखी वालों ने, जब व्हेन आई वाज रजिस्टर ऑफ कॉपीराइट्स, मेरे सामने एप्लीकेशन आई रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए, हो गया रजिस्ट्रेशन. हम रिजेक्ट नहीं किया. जब आएगा अपोज करेगा देखा जाएगा. बिकॉज एटलीस्ट उन्होंने कंपाइलेशन तो किया है ना. या
क्वेश्चन तो सेम ही रहता है.
या
बट टीजर चेंज कर देना चाहिए. ठीक है ना, तो हम उस स्टफ का पूरा एज इट इज कॉपी करेंगे तो बहुत ही बड़ा
For
प्लेजर.
example, number of
नहीं, लेट मी टेल यू, मैं अपने नाम नहीं लूँगी, अपने एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस में भी आई हैव सीन ये पूरी की पूरी बुक डाउनलोड की, ऊपर डिस्क्लेमर लिख दिया, टाइटल अपना दे दिया और पूरी की पूरी बुक, और लास्ट में एक दूसरा पेज, एक चैप्टर ऐड कर दिया. दैट्स इट.
प्लेजरिज्म, टोटल प्लेजरिज्म.
मीन कि आपने डिस्क्लेमर दे दिया एंड यू आर फ्री एंड यू आर पब्लिशिंग एंड यू आर selling also.
For example,
That is, let me tell you, that is sufficient to kill your career.
that is wrong. For example, IAR is situated, तो बोलो दिल्ली आएगा, उसमें तो अपने कुछ भी
वो तो जो चीजें हैं
दैट्स वाई अभी सॉफ्टवेयर आ गया है टू किल दिस. प्लेजरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर होता है, तो वो इजी पकड़ लेता है आप कहाँ से लिफ्ट किया है.
कर देंगे. अभी हम लोग पीजी स्कूल में हैं, जो भी थीसिस वगैरह सबमिट होती है, दे सी कि कहीं से प्लेजरिज्म तो नहीं किया.
मैं नेदरलैंड्स में इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ सोशल स्टडीज़ है, एरास्मस यूनिवर्सिटी, ISS बोलते हैं. उधर MA डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ किया हूँ 1.5 साल का. उसमें मेरा क्लासमेट्स 2-3 IAS ऑफिसर्स भी थे. एक ऑफिसर मध्य प्रदेश थे. मध्य प्रदेश वाले मैडम, शी आप टू सब्जेक्ट्स में था, एग्ज़ाम नहीं था, प्रोजेक्ट वर्क थी, फुल मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं. शी सिंपली कट पेस्ट करके दे दिया हमें. एक्चुअली कोर्स स्टार्ट होने के बाद हमको 2 महीना स्पेशली एक प्लेजरिज्म क्लास भी रखा था रिसर्च मेथडोलॉजी, कैसे करने का नहीं, कैसे नहीं करने का. And she did it, and she got disqualified for the post graduation, and then finally DOPT sent a letter to Government of Madhya Pradesh. So जो भी 12-13 लाख सर खर्चा हुआ है वापस दो.
डिग्री नहीं मिला, बदनामी अलग और पैसा अलग.
उसमें अभी वहाँ IIT में भी सर वो
Disqualified
लगा दिया है.
students
हाँ.
इसमें मतलब 10-20% तक वो अलाउड करते हैं, वरना अदरवाइज वो यही नहीं होता. उसमें कुछ तो देखते हैं तो वर्ड रिकग्नाइज जैसे करते हैं, सेंटेंस या पैराग्राफ रिकग्नाइज करते हैं, तो
ना आई डोंट नो, मैं हर्ड अबाउट दिस सॉफ्टवेयर, कभी नहीं दिखा, बट मोरली यार मैं आप समझो कि आप पूरा ड्रेस पहने हो, हाँ, आप शर्ट किसी का पहन के मेरा कैसे बोलोगे?
नहीं, बट उससे जैसे रिसर्च पर्पस के लिए हो सकता है कि
ये
वही-
इवन आपका भाई का शर्ट भी पहन लिया ना जस्ट पर सेक, अरे यार फ्रेंड पूछेगा यार बढ़िया बढ़िया टी शर्ट पहन के आ गया, क्या बात है, अरे भाई का है, बोलेगे नहीं? सो एटलीस्ट उधर एक्नॉलेज कर रहे हो मेरा नहीं है, मेरे भाई का है, सो यू डू एक्नॉलेज हियर, बिकॉज आपका दिमाग में से तो आया नहीं है, somebody else's creation is respect it, that's all. मैं एक है, मैं और एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, मैं अपना बच्चा को मेरा बच्चा बोलूँगा, दूसरों के बच्चा को बोल नहीं सकता, इट इज़ लाइक दिस, आई एम टेलिंग इन ए क्रूड वे. So whatever you create, आपका बच्चा है, whether song you write, article you write, a drawing you make, or simple pie diagram you make, to whatever research data you want to put it and present it in a systematic way, statistical data, pie diagram or bar diagram, उसको भी लिफ्ट कर लिया,